Welcome, executives, to this explainer. Look, today we're fundamentally changing how you look at artificial intelligence in your day-to-day operations. I really want you to completely drop the idea that you're about to implement just another piece of software. Instead, you need to approach this as if you've literally just hired a highly capable, top-tier human manager. This explainer is your direct executive briefing on exactly how to onboard them, set their boundaries, and really unleash their potential across your whole organization.
So here is our roadmap for today. It's a quick one. 1. Hiring your AI manager. 2. Communication and identity. 3. The core engines. 4. Governing your team. And 5. The 5-day rollout strategy. All right, diving right into part 1, hiring your AI manager and understanding this new paradigm. The absolute biggest mistake executives make with AI is treating it like a fancy search engine or a calculator. To get any actual ROI from Orion, you have to completely shift your mindset. You aren't just logging into a tool. Actually, scratch that. You are onboarding a leader who needs context, boundaries, and crystal clear communication to actually succeed.
So, the crucial point to anchor your strategy on is this. Think of Orion as an excellent, newly hired manager. I mean, if you hire a brilliant operations director, you wouldn't just lock them in a dark room on day one and expect magical results, right? No! You'd give them a phone, an email address, explain the company culture, and show them exactly how you like things done. And that is exactly the framework we're using here.
And this brilliantly illustrates your new manager's brain. Just look at how it's structured. At the top, you've got the channels. That's how it talks to the outside world. Right below that is identity, who it fundamentally is. And then at the base, the core tools, which are the actual levers it pulls to get the real work done. It's all interlocked. Every single conversation feeds the memory, which just makes those tools sharper and sharper for tomorrow.
Moving right along to part 2, communication and identity, or giving your AI a voice. Before your new AI manager can manage, well, anything, they need to be plugged into your world.
We do this by setting up the channels across 3 main categories. First up is voice. This is connecting WhatsApp or Telegram, and it's where you'll actually chat with Orion day to day. Next is the world. By connecting your Google account, you instantly bridge Orion to your calendar, your docs, and your contacts. Finally, the inbox. This is setting up dedicated email routing so Orion can triage the noise. Setting all this up means your AI has total context about your business reality before you even issue your very first command. It's a total game changer.
Once the phone lines are connected, we set the identity. 3 components here. First is boss. That's your details. And let me give you a massive executive tip right now. Setting your exact time zone here is absolutely critical. Seriously, if the time zone is off, your morning briefings and automated routines are going to happen at totally the wrong time of day. Second is personality. This dictates Orion's tone, behavior, and the strict rules on what it can never do. And third is the public role. If Orion is handling client-facing scheduling, this defines that external, highly professional persona.
Okay, let's dive into part 3, the 3 core engines, tools for action, learning, and care. This is where we start seeing the real operational leverage.
First, the tools that act. This engine literally converts everyday chaos into structured action. You've got automations handling recurring stuff, like your daily morning summary or that Friday closing report. You've got your list for fast personal pending items. Bookings just automatically takes care of your client appointments and calendar Tetris. And audio to notes. It takes those messy, rambling meeting recordings and instantly turns them into clean, searchable transcripts.
Next up, we have the tools that learn. Now, this is the long-term compounding intelligence of your new manager. Over time, Orion doesn't just execute tasks. It actively learns how to do them better. And it uses 2 specific databases for this, knowledge and memory. Now, what's really crucial for an executive to grasp here is the stark difference between these 2. Knowledge is what the business knows, right? Your product catalogs, SOPs, static pricing. But memory? Memory is what Orion knows about you. It's recording your personal preferences, your exact management style, and the underlying whys behind your past decisions. Memory is literally the difference between a basic assistant you have to correct every single day and an executive manager who just learns to make decisions exactly the way you would. And the third engine, the tools that care. This is all about managing people and features a really robust CRM for your sales pipeline. But it also includes this brilliant module called Relationships. This acts kind of like a radar for your personal network. It tracks who's important to you and gives you gentle nudges if a vital connection is starting to go cold. It just quietly works in the background to support your personal life just as much as your business.
Moving into part 4,
Governing your team, because any executive looking at this is going to be asking one absolutely vital question. How on earth do I audit and control this thing? And that brings us to team governance. Just think of this as your necessary safety belt. Team governance is exactly where you define the autonomy limits for your AI. It provides a strict, transparent audit trail of every single action Orion takes. By reviewing this history, you naturally build the confidence you need to loosen the reins and delegate more autonomy over time, knowing for sure you always have full visibility.
But beyond the AI itself, Orion fundamentally changes how you govern your human team too. The team makes group commitments in team plans. Individuals adopt their tasks in work plans. The actual work lives in deliverables. And you oversee the whole shebang from the live dashboard. The old way of management was basically nagging employees on Slack for updates. The new way? You simply glance at the dashboard, or better yet, you literally just ask Orion in the chat, hey, why is this deliverable currently at risk? And you get an instant contextual answer.
Finally, we reach part 5, the 5-day rollout strategy. We've covered the theory. We've covered the architecture. Now let's get into the highly actionable executive deployment plan.
Let's move to and see how this builds across a really standard 5-day implementation roadmap, because you don't do it all at once. Day 1, establish the baseline. Connect WhatsApp, configure your boss and personality identities, link Google. Easy. Day 2, set up email forwarding and create your first daily automation. Days 3 and 4, that's for uploading core company knowledge and tweaking the memory. By day 5 and beyond, your foundation is rock solid, and you can start managing team deliverables and letting that relationships radar do its work.
So we've set the stage, plugged in the channels, defined the identity, and mapped out the rollout. Your new executive manager is literally sitting in the digital lobby fully briefed and ready to hit the ground running. So the only question left for you is this. Take a hard look at your chaotic schedule right now. What is your absolute biggest operational bottleneck? And what are you going to confidently delegate to Orion on day 1? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and seriously, good luck with the onboarding.